Hi friends. Today is my last day at Swift River School as your art teacher. And because of that, my heart feels sad. I'll miss all of you so much. Your enthusiasm and your incredible abilities as artists has been such a bright spot in my world and in my mind and heart over these past few years. You each one of you are so special to me, and I want you to know that. And I want you to know that I believe, you know this, I believe so much in your art hearts and your art ability and just your creativity as people, each of you, as a group, as Swift River School, as a collective, but also in each of you as an individual person. Every picture or creation you shared with me or gave to me is so meaningful and remains with me in my memory and my heart. So thank you. I also want to say that even though my feelings are sad, a little sad today, I also feel hopeful because I feel like these, times where it's hard and we can't all be together in schools and things will pass, and you will all be together again at Swift River School. And I know you're going to be making the best, most creative, interesting art, and it just makes me happy thinking of you all doing that. I also want to let you know that I will leave my email address with Miss Sullivan, so you're welcome to share anything with me over the coming weeks or months or any time. I'll always think of myself as your art teacher during this time, this past 3 years, and that will always feel meaningful to me, and I'll always want to see art that you make. So if you do feel like sharing, please do. In the meantime, enjoy this last lesson. Oh, one more thing. I had people reach out concerned that someone might be not feeling well in my family, and I wanted to let everyone know that everybody's healthy and well. So you do not have to worry about that. It's just that things are, because of my 3 children, things are a little bit hectic and crazy and busy, and I need to just be with them and take care of them. And so that's why it's all not working for me right now to do everything. But everyone's healthy and well, and thank you for reaching out and asking, for those of you who did. I want you to enjoy this last lesson and know that you'll be in my mind and hearts forever. Love you, Swift River School. Hi, friends. Today we're going to think about the color blue. And so even before I read, I'm going to ask you to pause the video and go into your art supplies and bring back at least 2, but maybe even 5 different ways that you can make the color blue. So if you want to bring a blue crayon, a blue colored pencil, a blue marker, if you have watercolors, that would be awesome. If you have blue paper that you can tear up and glue, that would be a great way to make blue in art. If you have oil pastels, you can get a blue oil pastel or 2 different blue oil pastels. Any way that you could make the color blue in an artistic way. So pause and try to get 2. If you only have 1, that's okay. And if you have even a blue pen, right? Like just a regular pen, like a pen like this that draws in blue, that would work. So pause and go get those. Okay, you're back? Great. So you have a few different ways to make blue right now. Make sure that whatever you found is okay with your loved ones and family or caretakers. So now we're going to read the book Blue. And this book has a beautiful, beautiful, touching story that we're going to follow as we go along. And we're also going to be looking and reading this book to think about the color blue and how it's used in the story to make us feel certain ways, or just to think about all of the different ways the color blue, the different shades of blue exist in the world from an art idea, the way our brains think about art. So, and color. So join me in reading this book, and definitely the story is very sweet and a little bit sad actually. But also, let's pay attention to all of the ways this artist made the color blue. This book is called Blue, and it's by Laura Vaccaro Seeger. And guess what, friends? The end pages are blue. Baby blue. So this is a color that people often say is light blue. People say is baby blue. And there's a hole, and the hole is peeking through to berry blue. So I guess the hole was the wagon. So that's a different color than this blue, which is a very true blueberry blue. Does anyone eat blueberries in the summertime or pick them? Doesn't this look just like the color? You can see there are little holes here. I wonder what, and they do look like the berries, but I don't think it's berries on the other side. Let's see. Maybe blue. Oh, what's going on here? This looks like a drawing or a painting that someone made. And then it looks like some yellow paint was spilled here, and some little doggy walked through it and tracked footprints all across that blue piece of artwork. But look at all the different blues that are in this artwork. It almost looks like blue is mixed with red here to make a little purple. Okay, let's see where, oh, okay, so this footprint of the yellow goes to the next page. Let's see. Very blue. So I guess the footprint was this yellow here, which is the grass. And now we see this blue, all these beautiful blues in the butterfly. Wow. This reminds me of in first grade when we did the symmetrical butterflies. Do you remember that? Where we painted with the black ink and then we pressed it and then opened it up, and it was just the same pattern. That was really fun. I like doing that project with both of your classes. Second and third grade now, but it was first grade that we did it. Oh, let's see what so the holes in the paper are these blue holes that go to ocean blue. Oh, my friends, this is one of my favorite blues. I love ocean blue. And it mixes with that white because of the frothy waves, and there's sometimes the green, deep green blue in ocean blue. Let's see what this is. Sky blue. And we know sky blue changes all the time, right? Because of weather. Sometimes it's a grayish blue, very pale white blue, and sometimes it's that very kind of sky blue color, where it's just like very rich light blue color. This is this artist's interpretation of sky blue. And let's see, oh, we have the hole is right here, and it's a blue balloon, but I wonder what it is on the other side. Midnight blue. Interesting. So the color that's coming in from the moonlight turns the whole room this kind of purpley, light, twinkly blue. Let's where the hole is. Oh, the holes are these little dressers. And they look, dresser handles, they do look blue. But let's see what is on the other side. My blue! Oh! The child is tugging with the dog, who I bet is that same dog that tracked the yellow footprints through across the paper. And the blanket is this nice blue. And we also see blue jeans and a blue book. And even maybe a blue light switch. And wait, oh, that's the hole. Let's see what that is. Quiet blue. Does anyone find that blue makes them feel peaceful and quiet inside? The color does make me feel that way sometimes. And isn't it interesting to think about how color can kind of make us feel certain ways? Interesting. Like sometimes when I look at yellow, it makes me feel really energetic and like, you know, excited. But blue can be very peaceful and quiet. Where's the, let's see, the hole on this page. Oh! It's in the top of his hat, the pom-pom. Silly blue. The hose. It does have that blue look to it, right? That watery blue look, especially when it's reflected in the sky. Where's the hole on this page? Oh, all the splatter through the holes. See that? Let's see what that is on the other page. Ooh, yes, stormy blue, totally. Yep. Don't you know that dark gray, kind of ominous, which means ominous is a word we use sometimes when we think about how you kind of sense that something big or maybe even like a little scary is coming, right? Because sometimes, I mean, I don't actually get scared at storms, but I know sometimes people do. But there is a sense like something big is coming, right? Sometimes a dark blue like this, like they really captured that stormy feeling. I wonder how they got the blue to be so dark. I wonder what they mixed into the blue. We've talked about this a bit, right? We wouldn't mix white into a blue to make it dark like this. Did someone say a tiny dot of black paint? Yeah, I bet that would darken up the blue. Oh, we have to find out where the holes were. Oh, it's the umbrella, which is, I gave you a peek already. Oh, it's his jacket. Chili blue. Interesting. Now, you might say that's white. Who's saying that's white? Raise your hand. I can't see you, but I'm going to just pretend I do. It is, but look. Do you see how there's a little tint of blue in that white? I don't know if you can see it. It might just be like the way the light is in my room and everything, but that white isn't pure white. It has a little tint of blue. And sometimes that happens on a snowy day, like that white has a little aqua tint of like that frozen color of blue. I think as this is going, the other sweet thing is the boy is getting older, right? And now he's a big kid. And he's with his dog that has the tie on, right? That they were doing a tug of war with. And where's the hole? Let's see. Here it is. Old blue. Oh, there he is. And he has his bowl and his bone. He's an old dog now, right? He was just a tiny puppy when he walked across the paper with his yellow paws. And now he's an old dog. And he still has the same tie on. Here's the hole. Let's open it. True blue. Look at that. That really makes me feel like warm and fuzzy inside. And let's see. So his handkerchief that he's wearing is the hole. So blue. There he is at the ocean. He might be sad because it might have meant that his dog ended up dying. But there's a new dog that he met. New Blue. Isn't that sweet? So it talks a little bit about the circle of life. He was a dog that he loved, and it grew old, and the boy grew up and got older, right? And then the dog died because he got so old, right? And that's what happens. But then, and the boy felt sad, and he was not a boy anymore. But now he has a new puppy in his life, and it looks like he has someone that he loves in his life. And look what he has. The handkerchief. Isn't that sweet? In the book it says for Copper. And I bet Copper is the dog that from the beginning who tracked his paws through the yellow. So what a sweet story. And like I said, it has a beautiful story, and we always read a book, for the story, but we're really reading the book to think about the color blue. And so today you've collected some materials that are just blue. I would love for you to create a picture or a drawing with all those materials only using blue. You can use a tiny little bit of other colors. Like if you want to use a little yellow or a few other colors, that's okay. But really, really focus. So I shouldn't say only, but mostly blue. So focus on using blue. And see if you can create a beautiful storytelling picture that tells the story of something. It doesn't have to be about a dog. It can be about your day or a favorite memory. Any kind of storytelling picture that tells the story of something that's happening using all different shades of blue. So the cold blue, sky blue, mysterious blue, midnight blue, baby blue, sad blue when it says so blue, right? He felt sad. New blue. Like all of the ways blue kind of makes us feel, but also using those shades to kind of tell a story, right? And then take a picture, load it up to your Google form, and I'd love to see it and share it on the art gallery at Swift River School. Have fun, friends!